Hi, my name is Justin Varughese. I'm one of the nursing home abuse attorneys here at Parker Waichman. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk with you about the different stages of bed sores and some of the things that nursing homes can do to help prevent them. First of all, bed sores are categorized into 4 stages. They go from stage 1 through stage 4. Now, stage 1 is generally just a reddened area that forms on what's called bony prominences, which is the parts of the body where bones are closest to the skin, where bed sores are most likely to form. So a stage 1 is sort of a reddened area. Oftentimes it comes on the lower back, on the buttock, sometimes on the upper back or the back of the head, areas of the body that are just laying on the bed where most of the weight from one's body is. So stage 1 being that reddened area is just the initial stages of a bed sore. Now stage 2 is when there begins to be some breakdown of the skin. Oftentimes it looks like a blister, or it might look like a very badly scraped knee where the skin is beginning to break, but it hasn't gone beneath the flesh just yet, and that's a stage 2 bed sore. Now stage 3 is a little bit more severe. It goes deeper. Some of the tissue and the fat that is above the muscle begins to deteriorate. It's quite gruesome to look at by the time it gets to a stage 3 because you start to see sort of a hole in the person's flesh. And then a stage 4 is the most severe of bed sores, where the fat and the tissue has been deteriorated, muscle has been deteriorated. Oftentimes a stage 4 bed sore can be so deep that you can actually stick your fist or stick your hand right into it. Sometimes you can see the bone because all of the flesh has totally been deteriorated. That's a stage 4, the most severe of all bed sores. Now, there are many things that nursing homes should be doing to treat and to prevent bed sores. In fact, there are state and federal regulations and guidelines that dictate some of the things that nursing homes must be doing, not only to treat bed sores, but also to prevent them. Some of the treatments that are most common, depending on the stage and how severe the bed sore is, some of the treatments include, ointments and lotions that can be used to help treat and prevent infection and reduce the size of bed sores. For the more severe bed sores, sometimes there's a type of vacuum that's used to help just remove all of the infected tissue. It's called necrotic tissue, and slough are the technical terms for it. And that vacuum sort of removes that infected portion of the wound so that it has a chance of healing. Now, while those treatments are sometimes effective, the most effective treatment out there is prevention, because any doctor will agree that bed sores are far easier to prevent than they are to treat. Once they form, they're much harder to treat and get rid of than to prevent from happening in the first place. So if you have a loved one in a nursing home, it's important that you make sure that the nursing home is doing everything they can to prevent bed sores from forming. Some of those things involve making sure that your loved one is on what's called a turning and positioning schedule, where they turn the resident from their back to their side to another side every 2 hours to make sure they don't spend the whole day in one position. In addition to that, there are preventative creams and other types of things they should be using. So ask the nursing home what they're doing to help prevent your loved one from developing bed sores. My name is Justin Varughese. I'm really glad and thankful that you spent a couple minutes with me. If you're watching this video, the likelihood is that you have a loved one at a nursing home that maybe has a bed sore or maybe in danger of getting one. So I'd like you to give me a call. Pick up the phone. I'd like to answer your questions. I handle cases like this every single day, and I'm able to answer any questions that you might have. So please do give me a call. Thank you for your time.